All right, so I am back with your lymphatic drainage part of the face and head. Um, so make sure you do your 5 minutes of belly breathing, your mindfulness. You want to make sure you're breathing, expanding your diaphragm, contracting your diaphragm to help pump that cisterna chyli right in the middle, just to help get things flowing with your lymphatic system. So once you do that, you want to find, there's like a little triangle area right above and out to the side of, so you're not like right on your neck, you're kind of like right at the base of your neck, above your collarbone, and not too far back. You could do, if you want to do one hand, you could do one hand. If you want to do two hands like this, you can also cross. And you just want to pump in that area. You're just waking up those lymph nodes, getting them ready for the extra fluid that they're going to be getting, that you're going to be pushing out of your face and your head. When I say pump, you just kind of want to do like a little, like a wave type motion, just to kind of wake those up. So this is your terminus. You want to wake those lymph nodes up. Then you want to go into your cervical lymph nodes, which are kind of right in the side here, kind of like underneath here. You want to think, when you go to the doctor and they feel for your lymph nodes, well, those are what you want, part of what you want to get. So you can kind of just do like a broad hand. And you're not going hard. You just want to lightly just kind of move the skin. You're not, so by move skin, I just kind of mean like moving the skin. You're not giving yourself a neck massage. You're just moving that skin. And then you want to come like right underneath the jawline. You want to start down right under the chin and just kind of go back and forth. You know, 3-4 times, just kind of go up and back. You can do both sides at the same time if you want. I kind of like to do one because you want to make sure you start underneath the chin. And kind of work your way back towards your ear. Then you have your pre and post auricular lymph nodes in front of your ear and behind your ear. So you want to do little like scissor hand type Spock hands if you can. I can't. But you go 2 in the front, 2 in the back. And again, you're just kind of pumping. If anything feels nice, and you want to stay there for a few extra minutes, feel free. Sometimes, you know, when you start feeling around in areas, you're like, oh, that feels so nice. And sometimes you just need to just take a few extra minutes. So basically, the way that the lymphatic drainage of the face works is anything around the mouth here is going to come underneath the chin, the cheeks, above the cheek, like right underneath the cheekbones, is going to go over to the ears. Everything in the forehead also comes down to the ears. So eyes, nose, all of that comes out this way. Everything from here down comes down here. So you want to kind of start with area right on the side of the nose. And I'm just doing like little like C's, like the letter C, just kind of You do one finger, do a few fingers. You're going to bring that all down here, and then you want to kind of pump it along, bring it down the neck, down to that clavicle area, and pump there. So really, sometimes people say 7 times. If you want to do each side 7 times, 10 times, whatever feels good. I don't really have a lot going on in here, so kind of boring at this point and redundant. So, and if you feel like you have stuff here, feel free, bring it down, gently. You're not, again, this is not the massage part. We already did that. This is very light pressure. Just moving skin. If you feel that you have tension in an area, you don't feel like you're getting things moving, you can always go back to your massage or just kind of make a mental note of it. Next time you're doing your massage tomorrow morning or later on today, spend some extra time in there. The next area you want to do is right along the cheekbones. Again, 7 times, 10 times, whatever. A lot of this area is where people start to feel like things are moving. You can start to your face starts to feel a little bit lighter. So if you feel that you've done 10, but you feel like you need some more, do 15, whatever you feel that you need. There's no, you have to do this many times. Well, I did it 5 times on that side. I can only do 5 times on this side, or it's fine. Like, as a massage therapist, even when I'm doing like Brazilian lymphatic drainage, sometimes people need more wood therapy on one side of the leg and the other side doesn't need any. So I'm not going to do wood therapy on both sides of the legs if one side needs it and the other side doesn't. So same thing with your face, or anything that you're doing when it comes to lymphatic drainage. It doesn't have to be the same on both sides. So again, you go underneath the cheekbone, then you kind of come above the cheekbone. Same thing, kind of pushing stuff along. This is where you'll notice that when you did this with the massage part, it helps to get things flowing through here. So you just kind of want to, just kind of pushing the skin. And then you can do underneath the eye. Now, someone had taught me another way of doing lymphatic drainage underneath the eye to come in. You do have little lymph nodes, right around in here. So if you have bags under your eyes, or if you just feel really puffy, you can do both this way, move some stuff, and then you can also come back in, and you could do just straight. But if you notice that you're getting a lot of skin underneath your finger, then just do little U's almost. So you just kind of come down and you take your finger off of the skin. That's another thing. Even when you're doing here, it's important to take your fingers off the skin because of the way that the lymph vessels, they have little flaps that are connected to the skin. They're called anchoring filaments. And so when you pull on the skin, it causes them to open and close. So when you pull on the skin, it opens them. When you let go of the skin, it closes. So you want to get the fluid in there, but then you want it to stay. You don't want it coming back out. So that's why you want to do stretch and release. And that's why you're just like tugging on the skin a little bit. You're not doing anything to the muscles. Again, this isn't the face massage part. So told you about the eye, you could do over here. And then again, when you're coming around and doing, sorry, my forehead's so tight. When you're coming around and doing the eyebrow, same kind of thing. You just want to do, you just kind of like pull and release and just bring the fluid down to the ear and then down the neck and then down into that terminus. And, you know, take time with it. You'll feel where things are stuck, or, you know, if you start to feel, make sure, you know, when you're going and bringing that fluid down towards the ear, make sure you can pump those lymph nodes and like just kind of help guide and make sure that the path is clear. Even if you're not guiding the fluid, you want to just make sure that the path is clear for all of that fluid to come down. So again, hopefully that helps a little bit with your lymphatic drainage. It's not anything crazy. Again, everybody does it their own way. It might be similar to how some people do it, might be totally different than how some people do it. It's just how I do it. So I'm teaching you my way of doing it. If you want to do a gua sha, you can. You know, I just find it's really important before you start using tools, you need to feel the skin, the tissue, like you need to feel everything in your face. Because if you don't know how it feels with your fingers, that's how people wind up overusing tools and hurting themselves, because you don't know what the tissue feels like before you start going in there with these tools, and then you wind up with bruises on your face, or you wind up hurting yourself or overdoing it. So hopefully this helps. Again, if you have questions, feel free. You know, I'm here. So hopefully this helps make your allergy and sinus season a little bit lighter, and hopefully you can, you know, use this in addition to whatever else you normally do. I wouldn't do any of this in place of like your nose spray or your regular allergy medicine. This is just in addition to it. So again, hopefully this helps, and if you have questions, feel free to reach out.